Hey guys, my name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to isthatbrandon. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a review for the Apprentice 2025, previously filmed in 2024, episode 2, the British version. So at the beginning of this episode, obviously we've already lost one person from the process now. Emma had got fired, so we have 17 people left. And for the second task, it was a frameless immersive art experience, which just in those 4 words sounds like my cup of tea. I would have put myself forward as project manager if I was in this task. No matter what it was something immersive and it was something art experience related, so that's good. Liam thought the task was going to be something to do with art. Carlo said potentially something to do with virtual reality. Nadia explained that art isn't really her thing. Jordan explained that he was going to put on his pink tie to make the girls wink, and Anita said that she was absolutely happy to be the project manager again. Again, seems like her cup of tea. On the screen we saw Karen, Lord Sugar and Tim as these virtual AI characters in this imaginary world, and Lord Sugar basically explained that the music business, including viral pop stars, virtual pop stars, concerts and brand deals, is a business that is going to grow to at least 400 million by the year 2030, and what they had to do in their teams was record a single, a music video and host an event for them to obviously then share with corporate buyers to see how many of their records sell. So for our previously known as Glacier team, which was Emma's team, Amber Rose decided to put herself forward, and Jordan said that he wasn't really expecting such a large performance from Lord Sugar just on the first task, and Amber said she's previously worked with brands and sponsorships. Jordan said he does this as a living, with Liam voting for Jordan and obviously everybody else voting for Amber. Amber explained that she wanted to have a rap about young people, to make it about going out and making money, and that, you know, if you're struggling you can get to where you want to get, you just need to change things. And Johnny said that he felt like they needed something that other brands were going to jump on, so he wasn't really sure if rapping about money and being alone and things like that was something that was going to be something that they could have investments for. Nadia explained that she can sing. Fred said that he'd written a few rap songs, and they decided to create the characters based on the 2 of them. For the music team, Amber decided to bring Emma S, Yvonne and Nadia and Fred along. And for the branding team, Liam was the sub-team leader with Jordan, and Liam basically explained that I feel like Jordan was probably better in terms of the branding, because he has a background with characters, and then Amber said no, I'll have Liam as the sub-team leader. So even though Jordan has experience in this field, she didn't let him do that. So again, I guess she knows where she wants people to be placed, but I guess at the same time, has she done that because she knows Liam's not as strong so she can pull the blame on him if it all goes wrong, or does she genuinely just think Liam is taking it a little more seriously than Jordan? Amber also basically says to the teams that you're adults, just make sensible decisions. So again, not really a clear vision, but just make some sensible decisions. And Liam explained that they kind of lacked direction from the project manager, and what she wanted was just very vague. Johnny decided that they could come up with characters such as Fred and Nads. Jordan said potentially Cash and Banks, and again Johnny said it seemed to be a little bit too money focused. Fred said they needed to be housing the thing in time, which I think just getting the music and the notes and things in the right place. And Amber basically just silenced the rest of them, just saying, me and Fred are going to make decisions, let us discuss for a second, and she basically just told the others to stop talking. Nadia explained that she was shut down by Amber, and when Amber basically said, oh, what do you guys think, Yvonne was like, just speak to Fred. It's up to Fred. So I think it was Nadia, Emma and Yvonne who were basically told to be quiet. In terms of the outfit, it was obviously Liam and Jordan to create this, and Liam said that some sort of camouflage outfit for Nad's outfit would have been good, with Jordan asking what the plan was. There was no synergy between the two characters, and also explaining that it was a mistake to put Liam as the sub-team leader, because he kind of, this is Jordan's background. Liam kind of has no idea what he was doing, and he was just kind of doing whatever. And then in terms of the music, Yvonne had decided that she wanted to use the AI voice, so to turn the song into more kind of like robotic, with Amber saying that she liked it. This was after they revealed their song to the rest of the team. Amber said she liked it. Liam said it was a rap on the logos. Amber said that there was thought behind the duet, with Liam saying he wasn't sure about the logo, Fred saying that both the red and the black contradicts the vibrantness of the song, and potentially Amber said that they had played it a little bit too safe. Liam explained that in terms of the song it sounded like Fred was on helium. Johnny explained the lyrics were not clear, and Jordan said it sounded cheap having the AI voices. Jordan also added that it sounded like they were listening to a chipmunk singing, with Fred explaining that the subtitles were needed for the voices because it wasn't too clean, and Amber explained that she edits videos for a living, with Nadia saying, what does everyone else think? It kind of just seems like it's her way or no way. And Mia asked their sub-audience whether they enjoyed the singing, and they weren't sure of the male vocals, and they also said it sounded like something that they had heard when they were 8 years old. For the pitch, Amber decided to do a pitch with Fred, Emma, Jordan and Mia, and Amber basically explained that Nadia wasn't going to be in the pitch because she just knows that disruptions are going to arise, saying that there might be challenges, with Nadia questioning what are the challenges, and Amber basically said, well, you're being very condescending, and that's a red flag. That's why you're not doing the pitch. Emma S basically explained that their lyrics were based and encompassed on Fred and Nad's life, the struggles of their life, and then obviously then changing their lives around. Jordan explained that there seemed to be a lot of focus on money, just money, and Yvonne explained that it was a very simple brand. It was a very simple brand in a different world. Nadia jumped into the conversation, and again she jumped into this pitch with Amber saying that was her lead, and obviously the person leading the negotiations is usually the one to close. So I think Yvonne was trying to obviously sell this particular song and whatever to the public or to these corporate buyers, and Nadia had tried to jump in to get some sort of deal. Mia managed to get a deal with 68,000 for the company, so that they liked the characters. They explained to Liam that there were some good elements and different qualities that they had in their song that Jeep have as a company. It wasn't exactly their target audience, and again Nadia decided to jump in on that deal. Johnny managed to ask for 40,000, with Nadia asking for 4, and Fred explained that they sometimes weren't getting some of their deals because 1, they were talking about money, and also 2, Nadia was just jumping in. So that was Amber Rose's team in terms of making their music. Again, it just seemed like Nadia was just disrupting the team slightly. Amber was very, I'm talking, you need to listen to me, and it kind of seemed like Liam didn't really have much of an idea when it came to the characters. For the other team, Anissa actually took the lead again, so this is the first time I've seen her become project leader. Well, it's the first time I've seen somebody become project manager twice in a row. So Anissa took her step forward, saying that she was happy to be project manager again. She's been to Japan for a year, she has some experience with creating music and making cool sounds, saying that they have to win this time. Karen also said it was a brave decision for her to go forward again, and Anissa basically asked her team who is the most female empowerment person that you know in the world at the moment in terms of a singer. Obviously they all agreed that it was Taylor Swift. So on the music team, she decided that Chizola, Malika, Dean and Kia were going to be making the music, and on the branding team it was going to be Anissa with Carlo, Max and Jana. Chizola said that in terms of their music they should have gone for it, they should go for a professional singer, and they had a masterclass from Trey, who was a previously Apprentice candidate in music making, so he was giving them a little rundown of how to make music. So good little, nice little bit of promo there for Trey, because he was actually one of the good ones from the previous series. Anissa decided that for the branding they were going to have some sort of 3D venue, something brave, something motivating, and then for the music, something to alternate the melodies. In terms of the characters, Anissa said potentially a character with purple hair and a long sleeve dress, with Carlo saying that it looks complicated and that they don't really have time to, make too many changes. And then I think when Anissa said, "Are you happy?" he said yes, and then actually then jumped in to say all the things he didn't like, with Max saying that for Carlo, he hopes Carlo does actually contribute to the team and doesn't use silly tactics like, "Yes, I like it," and then just change your mind at the end. For the song, Keir explained that he did lyrics, and then Dean said, "You can have it all," with Malika saying it needs to have simple lyrics. And again, when they eventually made the rest of their song, Shizola said, "Yeah, they ran out of time, that was completely her mistake," with Malika saying actually hearing about the song, it kind of gave her goosebumps. And then Malika asked, "Oh no, what is that?" When it came to the outfit of the character. Dean said that the character looked really old. Shizola said it looked corporate. And Jonna said that Max said it didn't look good having the microphone on the word Bammy, when actually now that I doesn't even look like an I anymore. In the morning, Dean wasn't happy with the character. Keir said she looks a bit like Dot Cotton, and Max was disappointed with Carlo's input. Malika explained that there seemed to be a lot of conflict in the team. I think this team, as this 8, were very just argumentative within each other. I wouldn't put the blame on one person over another. I just think, yeah, Chisola ran out of time, so that's bad team management. Carlo, I guess, was not saying that there was things wrong with things, and then as you were kind of running out of time, then would jump in and say things. I feel like Malika was just kind of there, just trying to understand it all. Max, I guess, pointing that finger at Carlo. Anissa, again, project manager, is trying to keep people together and working collaboratively as a group. Again, her having to also keep an eye on Carlo. That obviously slowed down the team a little bit. Dean explained the character was kind of giving Barbie vibes, and it almost seemed like a girl's brand, with Jozola saying that the microphone looked like a peanut. Malika said that they didn't really stand by the brief and the logo was really bad, but Anissa said that the last part of the song was really, really good. So it's good that they got a professional singer and the last part of the song was good, so I guess that's a good thing. Malika said that the logo and the woman character are both crap, with Anissa asking if they wanted to be heard the music. They played it to a group of young people and they said that it was good music, nice voice, but she doesn't look like a pop star. Dean explained they weren't happy with the logo, and Chisola added that they're not obviously able to change that now. In terms of the pitch, it was Anissa doing the pitch with Max, Keir and Chisola. She basically started the pitch by saying they want someone who's empowered, someone who wears what she wants, and someone who's brave, which is kind of the female empowerment vibe that they were going for. Obviously someone mentioned to Anissa that the eye looks like a female tampon, and Malika jumped in and said this woman is career given. And obviously when they were trying to sell to the different companies, the corporate companies, she had an offer of 125,000, which she managed to raise to 150,000. Keir was basically speaking to another company, and they said the character is good for 40,000 for the year. That was the deal with Alfa Romeo, and then they offered 250,000 for 5 years with a 1-year release clause, which meant that only 1 year was actually guaranteed, and then they could cancel that clause. So although they had their offer of 250 for 5 years, they've put the year release clause, which actually only guarantees them that first year, and then if it doesn't do anything, then they've lost the other 200,000. So although they agreed to that, it didn't really secure them as high of a deal as they wanted. And then when we came into the boardroom, so firstly for Amber's team, she was obviously excited to put herself forward. Jordan said that he put himself forward as well, and Liam also jumped in to say that he was obviously put forward as sub-team leader, but he knew that Jordan's expertise were better. And I think Amber Rose basically said, well, yeah, just because you're not the sub-team leader, it doesn't mean you can't input. You could actually have helped Liam and kind of steered the direction rather than just let him take over and, create whatever he created. Lord Sugar asked Liam whether there was a clear vision from Amber, and he said, the only thing they were told is to have money out of the logo and keep it simple. Amber said she was obviously conscious of the AI-generated voice, with Jordan saying that he wanted to get rid of the AI sound. Fred didn't like it, and Nadia said, well, let's be honest, guys, at the end we were all ecstatic, we were all very happy. So she basically shut down Fred saying he didn't like it by saying, actually, as a team, we all actually liked it. In the end, they managed to get 3 investments worth 112,000. Amber explained that Liam was the sub-team leader, Nadia she said that more input from Jordan was needed, with Jordan basically explaining that this was his industry. Amber said that Yvonne was kind of coasting, didn't contribute to the task. Nadia interjected multiple times in the task, and having to manage her behaviour instead of actually making decisions with helping the task is kind of probably what has led them to, be in this position. And then for Anissa's team, she said that she's obviously wanting to have gone for that female empowerment, strong businesswoman. She needed somebody in order to relate to themselves. Max said that Carlo kept trying to want to add microphones and iconography and things like that onto the logo, and that Carlo actually had no input on the task at all. With Anissa basically jumping in saying that they asked Carlo what he thought, he didn't say anything, and then as they were running out of time, that's when he then jumped in and said, well, actually, I don't like X, Y, and Z. Lord Sugar listened to the song and said, yeah, the song's not too bad, I suppose, with Karen saying that it was catchy. In the end, they managed to get £50,000 from one brand, so obviously £250,000 in total as long as they weren't being cancelled, and they ended up going from rock stars or pop stars to rock stars, and it was Anissa's team that actually then won the challenge. So in the end, Anissa explained there was lots of pressure on her being the project manager again. Chizola said that it was a great song and that they absolutely smashed the task. And Carlo said that there's 100% more to come from Carlo. So I kind of think he swiftly managed to get through that task. But yeah, the next task is all about, surviving, or he'll end up probably getting fired. And then in terms of Amber Rose's team, so Lord Sugar said that they had 6 sponsors versus 3. So obviously, yeah, Anissa's team brought in 6 sponsorships and Amber Rose's team only brought in 3. Nadia said potentially it was because of the niche of the song. Liam said that he'd led Jeep the negotiation. Nadia jumped in and it was obviously very off-putting. Jordan said that the decision to go for Liam as sub-team leader wasn't good because obviously Jordan has the expertise and he was basically overruling all the decisions that the others were actually just discussing. It was Yvonne's decision to distort the AI voice. Johnny said there was not enough sales because obviously the theme of money was kind of a bit of a niche topic, and Amber Rose basically explained that this genuinely came down to sales and Yvonne wasn't able to close her deal. Amber Rose was then asked to decide who she wanted to bring into the boardroom. She brought in both Yvonne and Nadia, and Karen basically said that it was Amber Rose who pushed the theme of money, so that could have been the loss of the task. Tim said Yvonne has had no contributions to the task so far other than AI, which was probably the biggest deflection and the biggest negative part of the task. And then for Karen, she said about Nadia, it's not what she says, it's how she says things. She likes strong women, but she just needs her to kind of calm down a little bit. Lord Sugar explained that obviously for these 3 ladies and the rest of their team, they had 8 potential clients that they were able to get brand deals from. Amber Rose explained that she maybe niched a little bit too much, and Yvonne basically said that while they were making the music, Amber had basically said that her and Fred would discuss, just the 2 of them by themselves, and that the rest of them were basically shut down. Nadia explained that she did contribute and she did help with the sales, with Amber Rose saying that Nadia was distracting, and because she challenges Nadia, that's why Nadia now feels like she's being attacked. Nadia said she didn't jump on any sales, with Amber giving an example that Liam was discussing the Jeep, and then Nadia jumped in, and Amber Rose explained that she still has so much more to give to this process. Yvonne said she started from nothing and she now has her own salon, and Nadia says that she would rather be alone sometimes and she's just a natural leader. In the end, Lord Sugar basically said that there are some decisions that obviously have alienated colleagues when it comes to Nadia, because obviously she's a bit of a ball in a china shop. But with Yvonne, the digital voice putting people off was the main reason why this task failed, and it was Yvonne who was the second person to be fired from the process. She said she was disappointed that she wasn't able to shine, with Emma S saying that she hopes Yvonne comes back, which obviously she didn't realise had already left the process, and that both Nadia and Amber Rose are big characters. Amber Rose came back with Nadia, with Amber Rose saying everyone put the blame on her, and Nadia said, look, the past is the past, let's just go on and win that next task. So, we've lost 2 girls now, which, yeah, Yvonne, I think she was the right person to go because, yeah, I guess as much as there was fire and anger and disappointment and disagreement between the team, Yvonne her deciding to change the voice to AI when you're trying to create a professional single was the downfall of that task. Once they did that, and the song couldn't be heard properly, and the lyrics couldn't be read, and they had to have text on the screen, it just didn't really work. So yeah, she was the second person to go. So we now have 16 candidates left in the process, and if you did enjoy my video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And until my next review, thank you for watching and goodbye.